Right, clear the decks number 2, we're diving for a sand check. Man, we're diving for a sand check, navigator, depth under keel. Chief, dive the boat. Take it down to 41 metres.
Neuer Kontakt, Frachter mit schneller Fahrt, entfernt sich. Peilung 292, in großer
Tiefe
Entfernung.
beträgt 1,0 Meter. Dieselmaschinen, Stopp. Tiefe beträgt 2,0 Meter.
Ah, oh, come on. Steered right, Chief.
Maschinen, Stopp. Tiefe beträgt 3,0 Meter.
Neuer Kontakt, Frachter mit langsamer Fahrt, entfernt sich. Peilung 329, in großer Entfernung.
Update your log on the closest contact. 293. Three, 2, 9. Oh, they're 30 odd kilometres away. Men, we're not going to be pursuing those contacts because the weather is unsuitable for torpedo attacks, and therefore we'll be wasting a lot of fuel and time chasing them. There's a good chance they're neutral and we might bump into a couple of whales that would damage the boat unnecessarily. Okay, Chief. Surface the boat ahead, standard.
Boot auftauchen. Halbe Fahrt voraus. Hauptballasttank ausblasen. Untertriebszelle ausblasen. Bugtiefenruder 8 Grad oben. Achterer Tiefen.
Man, we're diving for a sand check. Navigator, left under keel. Chief, dive the boat.
Runter mit ihr.
Goes down to 41 metres.
Kiel beträgt Hochtiefenruder, Grad unten. Neue Tiefe 4, 1 Meter, 2, Grad oben. Tiefe beträgt 1, 0 Meter. Auf E-Maschinen umschalten.
Neuer Kontakt, Frachter mit schneller Fahrt, auf gleichbleibender Entfernung. Peilung 3, 0, 0, in großer
Tiefe
Entfernung.
beträgt 3, 0 Meter.
Stillschweig, Chief.
Maschinenstopp.
Sue, what's the update on that merchant again? 302.
Ja, bitte, Herr Kaloin?
Tiefe beträgt 4, 0 Meter.
Right. Right. Can you update your log again? Steer 315,
315 Grad.
surface the boat,
Boot auftauchen.
head full.
Volle Fahrt voraus. Untertriebs...
Look, how can I get on that periscope from here?
Achterer Tiefenruder. 2
Captain on deck. Men, we've got contact of a merchant.
Rauch am Horizont. Kurs 306.
There you are.
Neues Ziel wird erfasst.
Number one, can you identify that ship? And mast height to TDC. Ship 2. Stand by 1. One, can you follow it? Head flank.
Äußerste Fahrt voraus.
Okay, number 2. Stand to deck gun crew.
Auf Gefechtsstationen. Schnell, schnell.
Number 2. Man a deck gun.
Geschütz besetzen!
Frachter, Peilung 3, 4, 0. Auf gleichbleibender Entfernung.
Alright, ahead standard.
Halbe Fahrt voraus.
Frachter, Peilung 3, 4, 1. Auf gleichbleibender Entfernung. Frachter, Peilung 3, 4, 0. Auf gleichbleibender Entfernung.
Up. Where's my deck gun crew? Hey? Ahead, 1/3.
Langsame Fahrt voraus.
Ah, God. They've abandoned me. Freaking mutinous dogs. Oh, I can't turn the gun. Fuck you.
Frachter, Peilung 3, 4, 1. Auf gleichbleibender Entfernung.
Where are yous? Head slow.
Langsame Fahrt voraus.
Ah,
Frachter,
God.
Peilung 3, 4, 2. Auf gleichbleibender Entfernung.
I'm wasting half of these shots. Head slow.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Frachter, Peilung 3, 4, 3. Auf gleichbleibender Entfernung.
Back slow.
Kleine Fahrt zurück.
Oh, what those? Where's these
Frachter,
mutinous
Peilung
dogs?
3, 4, 4. Auf gleichbleibender Entfernung.
Where are these mutinous dogs?
Frachter, Peilung 3, 4, 5. Auf gleichbleibender
What's
Entfernung.
friggin' matter with you people?
Frachter, Peilung 3, 4, 7. Auf gleichbleibender Entfernung.
Come on.
Frachter, Peilung 3, 4, 9. Auf gleichbleibender Entfernung.
Back slow. Back 1/3.
Frachter,
Oh
Peilung
God,
3,
back
5, 2.
1/3.
Auf
Volle
gleichbleibender
Fahrt
Entfernung.
zurück.
Frachter, Peilung 3, 5, 6. Auf gleichbleibender Entfernung. Frachter, Peilung 3, 5, 9, auf gleichbleibender Entfernung. Frachter, Peilung 2, auf gleichbleibender Entfernung.
This thing's sunk.
Frachter, Peilung 3, auf gleichbleibender Entfernung.
Back slow.
Kleine Fahrt zurück.
Frachter, Peilung
God.
5, auf gleichbleibender Entfernung. Frachter, Peilung 6, auf gleichbleibender Entfernung. Frachter, Peilung 7, auf gleichbleibender Entfernung. Frachter, Peilung 8, auf gleichbleibender Entfernung.
Shoe. We can stop all that. So worried about the mutinous dogs there serving as gun crew. Oh, we got our feet wet. Head slow.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Oh God, I was trying to... Gotta try and time it with this barrel. Steer 309.
Neuer Kurs 309 Grad.
That's a good hit. Back slow.
Kleine Fahrt zurück.
Oh, God. Steer 318.
Neuer Kurs 318 Grad.
line hit that one. Reckon it's sunk yet. Yep. Alright, I'm not saying good work, man, you bunch of mutinous dogs. Get rid of the stupid clock. Number
Ja,
2, secure the deck gun.
Deckgeschütz räumen!
Okay, number 2, stand down the deck gun crew.
Auf Gefechtsstationen! Schnell, schnell!
Alright. Okay, steer. Zero nine three.
9-2 Grad.
Ahead full.
Volle Fahrt voraus. Ja,
Number
bitte.
2. Orders to the radio operator. Send status report to BDU. Once it's been cleared by number 1.
Ja.
These people say, talk about lubbery, you won't even secure the deck gun properly. Oh.
Funkspruch gesendet.
Navigator, update the boat's position. Friggin' crew. Well. We've, as you can see, we're back on the east coast. We got sent to a AM02 02 11, that which is there. There, AM0211, and 200 kilometres. Once we got there, done a patrol. What happened was, up in this previous patrol area, near when the 48 hours was due, on game crashed on time compression. And so I had to stay there and do it again for another 48 hours. And I'd done it on patrol cruise, which is this one, fuel efficient speed. You press shift M to get that, and you do 6 knots on the surface. And 5 knots decks to wash, and that saves you a lot of fuel. And so I had to do, so what I did, we're up here somewhere. What I did was patrol, I ran the likely route here, from here to here, and there was a merchant ship that we picked up, but that was going away, and wasn't worth really chasing. The reason why you don't see very many of these is because I keep on wiping them out. That's our latest position, 1755. Okay, we're heading, I haven't even put the minefields up. Alright, steer. One, 4, 3.
Neuer Kurs 143 Grad.
So, anyways, having spent out all that extra another 2 days having to go and blah blah blah, you chewed up. I didn't chew up too much. Ended up over here, and so I went 200 kilometers, and just so when I got, that's roughly it, AM0211, which is virtually in this corner here. Once I come in here, I went straight down this way, and then came up again that way, and there was time to go, so I went along the coastline here to try and get any coastal traffic in the deep water, but there's picked up a boat that was going out, so I wasn't too sure if it was a neutral or not, so I didn't chase it. And then we hit all heavy weather. There's all heavy weather coming all the way up the coast here. I could have went through that way, but because of the weather wasn't that great, it would have been shitty trying to engage anybody. So went all the way up here, and we came across through here. There's a minefield there, and then there's one there, and then there's one there. So we came across in the night, early morning. We spotted a ship. I suppose I should hang around here because it's got all these ports. Spotted a ship coming in, but it was neutral, and I thought I'd blockade these 3 harbours. And fuel, see, we're down to 39%, and let's see if I can find it. No, it's not on the log anymore. I'll see if I can find it. 1700 it was. Alright, yes. This is what's see this 1700. See, this is fuel 39.7. See this here? This comes on every 6 hours from when you log on. Say if you join the game at 11:45, it'll go from midday, and the next reading of this, accurate reading of your fuel stat, will be 6 hours later, so it'll be 1800 hours, and it's 6 hours every 6 hours after that. So I've had to rely on this for my fuel stats and my fuel usage over on over here. So then I knew how much fuel I was using per day. So if you're on patrol cruise, which is say if you're on patrol cruise, you want to use 3% of your fuel every 6 hours. So like for example, I was at 1900 hours on at 0600 hours on the 23rd. I had 50.1% left, but at 1200 hours on the same day it came to 48.9%. But now I'm chewing through it because I'm getting away, and we're not that far off. Once I get down to about 20%, I'm going to have to go back to base. I know I can get there at 15, but I'll leave that 5% margin. Alright, ahead standard.
Halbe Fahrt voraus.
And yeah, so otherwise than that, you do about 4.8% roughly per day. It's a bit hard to measure it when you're on patrol because you're diving every say a battery stat. Number two, orders to the chief.
Jawohl, Herr Kalon.
Resume battery charging.
Ja, bitte?
Look, what are you doing? Orders to the chief. Don't turn your back on me while I'm speaking to you. Number two, resume battery charging.
Ja. Auf Batterieladebetrieb.
Multi-crew. I have to keep an eye on this because sometimes he just
Laden die Batterien
changes his mind. Or if you choose camera angle or whatever. Yeah, so rough, and it's a bit hard to, because I kept all fuel records over there. Bit hard to estimate sometimes because you're diving every 2 hours, and then you can spend about 10 to 15 minutes underwater, and that cuts down on your fuel usage. So roughly it's 4.8, but I'm going to find out when I'm going to keep an accurate fuel tally when we're doing 12 knots head standard with the boat fully surfaced. I think there'd probably be about more than 4.8%. Because the original, on my original one, because with diving, in the original AO, I'd gone through 8.7% in 48 hours. And when you're going through 0.3, for every 6 hours, you only use 1.2% of your diesel over 24 hours, which is a big saving, but then you only go half the distance, you see. And as I say, if your deck's awash, you do 5 knots. But you use the same amount of fuel. Which led me to have to create a fuel usage chart. I've got all these charts, as I say, the Navy floats on paperwork. I've got a navigation timings chart, which obviously what time I set this course and what course I'm on, and now I've got a fuel usage chart with a date, time and fuel percentage, and I type a mark in a special thing, whether I'm in the corner or whether it's transit or patrol or patrol cruise, of which I call the fuel efficient thing, patrol cruise. But then these figures are outlined, and then after it I try and wrap it up in with the general amount of fuel I used within that time period. So yeah, I was hoping to torpedo that ship, but really 2,000 ton ships ain't worth a torpedo, especially if you've got plenty of gun ammo. And we've still got, because didn't come across any contacts there, and we've still got 6 torpedoes left. Well, that stupid one that I thought I'd tube. I thought I had tube 1 engaged when I'd fired that. I forgot, because this thing, when it's up there, I didn't look there, I looked there. You know, you think you can't miss seeing that, but when you're concentrating on everything else, you got other things on your mind, you don't notice this arrow part. That's why I fired that stern torpedo. I quickly looked at that and went to concentrating on that, and so I didn't notice the red arrow was painted up there. So I had these adjusted for the... Alright, well, back again, game crashed again when I was in my final rave. None too happy. Are we charging batteries? No. God, I better had it with this. That number 2. Orders to the chief. Resume battery charging. I done a total clean install each time I do it. I make sure there's no remnants of the game. I clean the registry. I do through a run of CC cleaner through the computer. Now the whole thing's broken me thought. I've had to go and make another cup of tea. Oh, I was on about the fuel. So, see, it's all clean now. So my idea is, because there's 3 ports here, I'm just gonna, and this is good deep water here, and 178 k's out from the coast, and the destroyers usually hang around about 50 k's off the coast. So by the time they were to start to send a report when we were shelling that boat, they wouldn't have a chance to get here and interrupt me. Alright, well, I was hoping to have a torpedo encounter, but as I say, it's not really worth 2,000 tons if you got shells. Well, I was going to say more, but my train of thought's been broken. I don't know if I'll include the biologicals on our way around here. We came, when we dove, to see if we can when we dove for a sound check, we came across biologicals. It'll be somewhere in the myriad of hours and hours of taping that I've done, so I don't know if I'll include that. But yeah, so I thought I'd just mention it. Okay then, I might explain this. About 7 days after they sunk the last ship, which is a week, obviously. The crew is still pissed off at me. Mutinous deck crew, and in the operational area, number 2 and the watch refused to come up, and then the chief refused to recharge me batteries down. Refused direct orders to charge my batteries, so I had to come up and override him. Crew is showing good signs of mutiny. They hit me pistol so I couldn't just shoot them all. Summarily execute them for dereliction of duty. But then I'd be short on people for this boat, so I'll just put in late charges when we get back to camp, and I'll probably, when I get back to Wilhelmshaven, probably all taken out the back and shot for dereliction of duty. Okay, this is the fun I've been having with this game. I don't know, I don't really like this update because all I do has been getting problems with it. Alright, well, thank you for viewing. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'd love to catch us all back next time. See you later.